VCR, what's your favorite scary movie?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is anyone there?
Hello?
Ho ho! Not only two hoes, but two hoes are better than no hoes, right? At this time of
Basically.
year. Yeah. Welcome to Uncensored Horror, live and festive, celebrating the ho ho holidays. In case you couldn't guess, we've teamed with the theme. It is Christmas Eve here in Australia, and it is the night before Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, as it's
Eve.
known around this house.
Right. Merry Christmas Eve. And we thought seasonal greetings and excitement to everyone abound because we like to do things to make the holidays more interesting. And what is more interesting than a psychopathic Santa, right? Keeps things interesting at the very least, I say. So this year we have decided, well, I decided, not so much Katie, I decided that since we did the original, we had to tackle the remake of the now cult classic, Silent Night, Deadly Night. What? Etc., etc., etc. All of the Christmas capers delivered to you with a bloody axe, which is kind of how I prefer my Christmas delivered these days. My Christmas spirit is dwindling down to nothingness. So that's what we're rolling with. We talked about this a while ago now, didn't we?
Which one?
When we did the original review, was that last year? Was this time last year, wasn't it? I had dobbed us into the original.
I don't remember. I don't remember whether we did the original or whether we did 2012.
No, we did the original because it was the 80s one. Remember? Naughty. I made fun of it. But we heard this was coming, and it's been a long time coming, this one. It's been through some different iterations, as we might discuss later on. But this is the one that has hit the cinemas kind of to not a lot of fanfare. I thought there'd be a little bit more outrage with a psychopathic Santa at this time of year. But well, obviously not.
It's probably because he says Merry Christmas and not Happy Holidays.
Right, yeah. Well, I think it also might just be a very timely kind of Christmas movie, as we shall discuss. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. So, as we said, it is a remake-ish.
It's not like what's the word I want? It's not a
it's not like a shot-for-shot remake like Psycho.
It's not a direct remake, but rather
I would say maybe a reimagining.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Although, when the movie started, I said, is this going to be a shot-for-shot remake?
Well, that's the thing. All right, so we will not spoil this. If you haven't seen Silent Night, Deadly Night, you still have time. Or even post-Christmas, it'd be good viewing, I think. It's especially if you've got to spend too much time with your family, especially certain members of your family that we might discuss later in the review. It might be a bit cathartic to watch this back. But we're gonna do some spoiling. So if you don't want to be spoiled, jitter away and put us on pause. But if you want to be spoiled or you want to find out what the buzz is, jump in with us, because as Katie just implied, the beginning is very much, I thought, going to be a remake.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. We'll be there. It was very 80s, and it's still Billy Chapman.
It's still Billy Chapman.
But we are going to talk about a different kind of Billy Chapman with this review. He's a little bit different, this one, to the one we have been exposed to in the past, or the different iterations of Billy. But the setup, the premise is the same. 8-year-old Billy Chapman traveling by car with his parents after visiting his grandfather in the nursing home. Now, in the original movie, that was like really kind of disturbing. Grandpa was a bit touched and a bit off-putting. He was very intense. What happens to Grandpa in this movie is very intense and kind of made me go, what? As we started the movie with a bit of a left turn. Grandpa seems a bit sweet in this one.
We met Grandpa for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but if you remember back to the original movie, other Grandpa's like, have you been naughty, Billy? Naughty children get punished. It's like, oh, fuck, dude. Dial it down a little bit.
I mean, he did in this one too. Billy was just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but
Grandpa.
it wasn't as threatening as Last Grandpa was. I think Last Grandpa had some like issues. He had big issues with Christmas and maybe some mental issues. I think this Grandpa generally like cared for Billy and genuinely cared for Billy, which is what you would like to see when you're not getting murdered. But we do have creepy like setting of hospital / old folks home, which is always a little bit off-putting, especially I find it at Christmas a little bit jarring as well, because it's supposed to be a happy family together time, and they've got all the tree and the lights and everything, but everyone's just dumping their family there to leave them to rot.
It smells like death.
And then there's that creepy janitor just staring from the corner, as you do.
As you do.
You're like, that's going to be bad. We're going to come back to him. And Billy's parents are arguing, as they do, as they want to do if your parents are Billy Chapman. They are arguing. But I kind of liked the intercutting here. It made it a little bit confusing. And for not a straight remake, I liked that we were getting modern day Billy, back in the day Billy, and some twists to the story, because it made it interesting to watch. As I said, the original is a cult classic now, probably not really super well known to people that aren't elder millennial age, I would guess. I don't think Gen Z has discovered the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's a few too many problems with it.
Although you'd be surprised with what Gen Z comes up with. Like some of the stuff that they know that you thought they wouldn't know, it's kind of impressive.
Yeah. Well, look, at least this one's slightly less rapey.
It is. And
yeah.
Are we at that scene yet?
Well, it kind of all bleeds. It's kind of hard to tell this first part chronologically, but we'll talk about it. So Billy's family stop. They get a little minor fender bender. I don't know why you would get out of the car for that. Like, it's not like the car was undrivable, and it's the middle of winter in the middle of the night. I would have kept driving. Would you?
If I was alone, yeah, I would have driven to a more people-y place. And I generally don't like people-y places, but I would have gone to a people-y place.
Yeah. Especially if there's been an accident. Like, you never know what people are like when they get out of a car in a car accident.
Basically,
maybe I want witnesses.
Oh, especially they're in Wisconsin. Yeah, I probably would
have. But it's revealed that Charlie the janitor, the creepy janitor who was overseeing Billy's mother, just basically Billy's mother. He wasn't really interested in Billy's dad. And Billy's dad doesn't really get much of a story except a gunshot to the face.
So this is the scene where I looked to my friend and I said, is this a shot-for-shot remake? If it is, we're about to see some titties.
Sadly not. If you are looking for a titty count, this movie has 0, I'm pretty sure.
0. Yep, 0.
0 titty. 0 Christmas titties. I'm sorry.
Because, as he so wisely said, that shit doesn't fly in 2025.
It does not.
It does not. He was correct.
Murder does.
Murder's
like,
fine.
Shooting people in the face. And
yeah,
I did like that Billy's mum got a shot in on Sandy, like right in the neck with that high heel.
Oh no, it was right in the eye.
Oh, it was
Got him in
the
the eye.
I thought she kicked him in the throat.
No, I thought you got
Oh,
him right
I
in the
see.
eye. Bam.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, bitch went down. Bitch went down. But not before Billy's mother got turned into hamburger as well.
Yes. Yes.
Look, not unwarranted.
No.
And I think that's the great turning point in this movie, because we gave the first one its conceit, the original, that Billy has psychological issues because he witnessed the murder of his parents, and it was all, and he had a baby brother. Did he not have a baby brother in the other movie?
I feel like he
Am
did.
I imagining things?
No, I feel
In the
like you were
original?
right. I'm pretty sure there was a
Yeah.
baby brother. Yep.
Yeah. And then in this one, he still sees the same thing, but it turns out that the people he may be killing might not deserve it.
There's certainly some victims that absolutely deserved it.
Yes, I'm calling it the Dextification of Billy Chapman.
That's exactly what my friend called it. He said it's Dexter with a Santa suit.
Right, he's squarely in anti-hero territory, and I think it makes this a little bit more probably palatable because it reads as a black comedy now, as opposed to it trying to be just a slasher. It's a satire at the very least, especially with some of the storyline points that we hit along the way.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I think it's an interesting mix. Whereas sometimes the original was unintentionally funny, this one is quite humorous at points where you're like, oh, okay, you deserve that. I mean, even the tagline, Santa's gonna slay. Really?
I mean,
I
think everything tries to, have like a supernatural element to it these days.
Well, yeah, I was gonna mention that because that's another big difference, is that there is a supernatural transference of souls. I think this is Silent Night Deadly Night for the freaky Happy Death Day slasher kids. But where there's weird
Happy Death Day did it so right though. Yes. No, you're not allowed to say it didn't do it right, because it did do it right.
Yeah, the second one not so much.
Not so much the second one, but the first one was beautiful. Perfect. Perfection.
This is kind of what I had a little bit of trouble with at the beginning of the movie. Like, oh, really? Really?
You know, I think I would have liked
kind of turned on it.
I would have liked it better. No, it's okay. I would have liked it better if he was just mentally ill and he was hearing his family's killer in his head. That would have made more sense to me.
Yeah, because they gave it a twist.
Because trauma. I mean,
because trauma. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis's trauma.
Trauma.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Trauma. But Billy's trauma gets a personality when the essence, I guess we'll call it, of Charlie finds a home within Billy's body / psyche and turns him into a very dexterish serial killer. He has his own advent calendar of blood. Can you imagine how stinky and sticky that thing would be?
I'm curious. Is it this just one page he's been using for the last few years, or it's
very squishy.
It does. It looks squishy. It looks dirty.
But it also implies that for those 25 days, Billy's busy and has been for a few years. Which,
I mean,
I know.
Around the holidays, I can see you getting angry enough for that, but you don't actually do it.
Right. So around the holidays, as is wont to do, the voices in Billy's head start to tell him to punish people who have been naughty. And the conceit of the last movie was that Billy kind of decided who was naughty. But the conceit of this movie is that there is this extrasensory-esque supernatural sense that Charlie / Billy can find these naughty / evil people. There's some sense, there's some essence that they give off. And that's when the targeting begins. Because it was very, as I said, Dexter, even down to the book with the blood, like the blood slides. It was their blood gets put into the book. But once Billy locks onto his target, it kind of turns to Kill Bill as well. Which is kind of where I really started to enjoy this movie. I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was coming in for one thing, and it turns out it was another, but I ain't angry at it. Because I know a lot of people had a lot of feelings, especially the people that were on this show, about Rowan Campbell in Halloween Ends. The boy doesn't look too bad. The boy doesn't look too bad.
Is that where he's from?
Yes.
I spent that whole movie going, why do I know that guy? Why do I know this guy?
From Michael Myers' Apprentice to Billy Chapman 2.0.
Maybe that's why I was like, wow, I really don't like this guy. Like, oh, why do I know him? I'm not enjoying him.
He's a little bit cute, though.
He's all right.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I was like, okay, Billy, you go. I mean, there's worse things. At least he's not trying to murder random bitches. They kind of deserve it. Actually, they really deserve it. But I like that he packs really it up after Christmas. Like he's got that 25-day period, but for the rest of the year, like Michael Myers, he disappears. He's learned something from his traineeship, and after that 25 days, he disappears and goes, you know what? When December rolls around, there'll be more bitches to slay. But till now, I wonder what he does for the rest of the year.
He's wandered since he was 8, as he told you.
Yes. So we find modern day Billy having killed a Christmas tree grower at a motel. As the cops arrive, I did like there was cat and mouse in this as well. You're like, oh, okay. I know that there were cops in the last one, but it was a very 80s movie. It was kind of a straight out slasher. There's difference in this one. Billy's on the run. We have that constant back and forth with Charlie, who seems to be the big brother / father figure, even though he was the guy that killed his parents. It's a very dysfunctional millennial relationship. Christmas will do that to you, though. Christmas will bring out the crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But Billy ends up in the small town. And I like that he's on a bus. Who rides the bus anymore?
That's when he got on the bus, I was trying to decide what year it was. Because the bus looked very old, and I was like, are we in modern times or are we not? What are we doing? Or is that here?
Just more of a commentary on the banality of bus travel, that it's a bygone era? They're just not updating buses anymore.
I'm pretty sure the buses are modernized, but that one just looked really run down. And I couldn't decide whether it was just to say, like, Midwest, it's small town, maybe they don't have a lot of money. I don't know. But it made me question what time period we were in.
I did love that the small town ended up was Hackett. It's like an instruction manual, really, isn't it? I'm going to end up in
if
Hackett.
You insist.
Well, yeah, it'd be rude not to. Of course. And I have a soft spot for the last movie because he ends up in that toy shop. It's just a constant reminder of everything. But he does end up in a seasonal themed gift store. So I can hack it, you know. I can hack it.
Did you know that the name Ida's was like a friendly throwback to the originals, which was Ira's?
Yeah, I was like, why it sounded similar, and I couldn't figure out why. So tell me what you think about the Sims family, Mr. Sims and his daughter Pamela / Pammy Sims.
I like the dad.
Yeah. Give me some more opinion on Pamela, because I'm interested to see what you think.
She was written as a pick-me. 100%. Oh, I like true crime. I'm a little crazy. I hated her.
It was definitely a different way to go, though, right? Because in straight out horror flick, and especially like the original was, she would be the pretty young virginal ingenue kind of type.
Mhm.
Pam's got some issues of her own.
I leaned
in
over to
this
my
one.
friend. I said, "Was I that crazy at that age? You weren't that bad."
I think she's definitely reflective of possibly growing up in those austere small town environments for someone that is a little bit different and out there, and maybe a good comment, this whole thing, on the current state of America and mental health and all of that kind of stuff. There is quite strong social commentary, as we are going to soon discover, about small
As
town
a
secrets.
as a eccentric woman who grew up in a small town and likes true crime, I still say I'm not that unhinged.
Yeah, I
But
don't
maybe
think you
that
have the same mental health issues as Pam.
I mean, I've got all the alphabets.
I mean, but would you beat the shit out of a child on an ice hockey rink?
Were they messing with my kid?
It was kind of, I was like, yeah, you fuck him up, Pam. You
I
go. You
I
go,
don't
girl.
okay. I don't think I would go as far as assault, but I would give them quite the verbal lashing if I saw that something like that happening.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a hockey stick assault, no, probably not. But I do love that later on when we reference that, the parents said they probably deserved it. Like, we're going back to the 90s, baby. That's some 90s parenting right there.
Well, I think it's maybe reflective of the filmmaker as well. This does seem to have a very millennial voice. And it kind of speaks of people that have grown up in that post 80s, 90s, and are existing in this world, because it does comment quite hard on what you see in a small town, and the people that you think are upstanding citizens might not necessarily be that. It's kind of that, when people come home from college and they're revealing truths that they never, find out people are having parents are having affairs, and great Uncle Jobo's a racist and all that kind of thing. It's that. It's very that.
In small towns, we all know that Uncle Jobo's a racist. Like, it's not a big secret.
But even the police, like the police,
No,
shady slash shisty in this one.
yes,
I
that's
liked the
very small
added
town.
element of the kids going missing. I thought having the snatcher be on the loose at the same time as Billy, it made me think, okay, is there something that he's not, like, is he blacking that out? Is it Billy? Is it someone else? What does that mean for the story? It gave it a little bit of extra mystery, which was cool.
Excuse me. Listen,
That's
if we're gonna have
okay.
it's past my bedtime, folks. Listen, if we're gonna have a grabber, I'd really rather see Ethan Hawke.
Well, Ethan Hawke was busy. Okay, he was busy doing those 3 minutes worth of voiceover for Black Phone 2.
Well, I want
Very
him in
busy.
this one.
Would have been interesting. Maybe an interesting crossover. Imagine that crossover movie. That would have been good.
Can you imagine if they were all playing Naughty Boy? That's a lot there. Ethan, aren't you tired?
Pam manages to ingratiate Billy into the culture of the small town, whether he likes it or not. He is forced to become part of it, to A, wait out the heat, B, earn some money, and C, he's got a little jonesing for the weird girl, which is not hugely unreal for somebody who's like Billy. I mean, look at Dexter's taste in Dexter. He's got horrible taste in women.
They all like the weird girls. They just don't want to admit it. They all like the weird girls.
But we I think we start to see why Pam is the way Pam is. She obviously lost her mother at a young age. She's been in this abusive relationship with the state trooper, Max, who is stalking her. And he's a creepy dude. Very creepy dude that I think might not maybe he was given a bit too short a shrift in this one. He is just kind of a menace, but not really a menace. Yeah. There are some confusing plot points, but the reveal that all of these people that he goes after have something naughty they have done is fantastic. I did not expect, though, to end up at a neo-Nazi Christmas party. I'm like, I did not. I did not know that's where we would head in this movie.
I'm laughing at you, and I'm just laughing at everything going on in this house.
Ignore the man, but pay no attention to the man behind the curtain in Katie's house. But
you can't.
Delphine. I thought Delphine was just going to be like, that bitch mother, maybe a drug dealer or something. But no, she's a full-on swastika-wearing, leather-clad neo-Nazi.
I didn't see that one coming. I got to be honest. I could predict most of what was happening in this movie, and I just honestly thought that she was just going to be some Karen. Nope, didn't see this one coming.
Well, she was the Ultra Karen. That one.
She was something, wasn't she?
I was just, and then when it went from kill Delphine to kill the Nazis in the page, I was like, okay, I see what this movie is now. I get it. I'm on board. I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about the voiceover. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about that. And then I was like, oh, okay, we're doing satire, social comedy, black comedy. I'm like, okay, I'm in. And that was a bloodbath when she brings out of nowhere a machine gun.
All of us sports moms have those just readily available.
Well, 'tis America.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
But in the times that we're in, small town America having a neo-Nazi party.
Not far-fetched.
Look, yeah, I was like, oh, this person has some political feelings, I think. Our director is telling us some things.
Around Halloween, we had someone going around in a Ku Klux Klan robe.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
Read the room, folks.
Oh, but it was Halloween. It was a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay.
I just love the reveal of the Nazi stuff. It's like the camera just like pans to this random stuff. It's like swastika candelabra. Like, okay, we're here. We're here.
It was very satisfying to watch.
And that action scene was pretty good. Billy is handy with an axe in this movie.
Billy is apparently part John Wick as well.
Right? Billy slayed quite literally. But he also slayed the Santa at the store. That was actually a pretty cool little scene. Him like creeping around behind him and taking off his boots. I was like, oh, that's a little creep. They got the creepy factor right in certain aspects of this movie as well. I was like, oh, I feel that. It's menacing and scary, but you're also kind of invested in what Billy's doing.
But at the end of the Delphine scene, did you catch the reference?
Which one?
When we said goodbye to Delphine.
Explain it for the people, because I've seen this a couple of weeks ago. My brain is a little bit
problem. So when he
flustered.
decapitates Delphine
on her skidoo,
as she rightly deserved, her her head is sliced in half and lands in the snow. And maybe it was not purposely done, but I feel like it was a nod to Dead Snow, which is a movie about Nazi zombies.
Correct. Yes.
So it seemed very, very much like a little nod. It's too coincidental to not be like done on purpose, because it was like perfectly set up, like the cover of it.
Well, there you go. Maybe they were a fan. Maybe the director is a fan or something.
Perhaps,
You never know.
maybe we'll hear about it later on.
Mayhaps. But Billy gets a little bit fucked up in this battle. Obviously, he's having like semi-automatic weapons shot at him, and he gets chopped in the back and a little bit. So he's having his own issues, as well as rapidly falling for a seemingly disintegrating mentally Pam. She's coming unhinged as the holidays get closer as well. I mean, if you're decorating that many Christmas trees, let's be honest, it can kind of bring it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you've done some time in retail, you absolutely know how Pam and Billy are feeling right now.
Oh yeah. Trust me, the last couple of days have been intense. But all seems well. I kind of really didn't want to see anything bad happen to Pam's dad. He seemed like a really nice guy.
No, I was mad. I was not happy.
But as soon as he heard like the child screams from the back of the car, I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end well for you, brother.
No, he's got to be the good guy and go be the hero. Don't be the
Not
hero,
so
man.
much, though.
No,
Because he's, killed quite graphically. So many gunshots, so many splattery gunshots in this one. Lots of practical effects, though. We'll give it that.
I'll tell you this much. Watching Billy dig like the shrapnel or whatever out of his leg.
Yeah.
The blood looks so incredibly fake. You could just tell, like, that's like we're out of money. Oh, well.
Probably not a huge budget on this either, though, I would imagine.
I'd imagine not either.
No. But it's nice to see, like, splattering real chunks of fake stuff. As opposed
absolutely.
To CGI blood.
Oh, absolutely. I will take bad practical effects over crappy CGI any day.
Mm-hmm. And this is where we learn that the Snatcher is on top of the game. He knows who Billy is. And we now know who the Snatcher is too. Right? Like, I kind of guessed it straight away.
I mean, I got part of it.
I was like, oh, I know who the Snatcher is because he happens to know where the video cameras are in the store. And
yeah. Part of it, not all of it.
Yeah. So Pam's on a tear, obviously. Quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
And discovers Billy's secret. And is kind of chill about it.
Yeah, she's just like, whatever, babe, it's all right.
Refreshing, but it's a means to an end, obviously. She knows. Like, that's her Christmas wish, as she says. So Billy makes it happen. And this is where we get the reveal of the electric surge that joined Charlie with Billy and has guided him and been the father figure, etc., etc. And Pam's just like, yep, sounds legit.
Totally fine. I feel
totally fine with it. Yeah,
totally safe here.
Tick that mental illness off. I mean, like attracts like, really, doesn't it?
It's okay, babe. We've all got a little something wrong with us.
Now, they end up back at the Christmas tree farm. Billy is making 1 and 1 equal 2. Or maybe more than 2. Because I kind of get that the majority of the official town probably knew what was happening with these kids or to these kids, at least some of them. Like, if you've got neo-Nazis hiding away in a barn and child trafficking / murder happening, the adults in this town don't seem like stand-up citizens, and it seems like they've all found each other in Hackett. They are congregating. But when they arrive at the Christmas tree farm, I really liked this ball pit scene. This was a bit like, oh, like hearing the kid, and then underneath the ball pit, we're just finding all of these drugged children, that all these missing children are being held for.
Who knows?
Look, with it's a little Epstein coded, right? If we're talking modern day stuff, all these underage children going missing, no one really caring about it, and then it's it's like the seamy underbelly of things that look kind of normal. It's I can see where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they managed to rescue 3 of the kids that are hidden in the ball pit / holding room.
Now, I have a
And this
question.
is, yes, of course. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Was one of them the nephew? I couldn't figure it out because I didn't really get a good shot of the nephew.
No. This was just the last kid that was snatched. Because it was, that last kid that was snatched was like on Billy's watch, if that makes sense. Like, it was while he was in town, and because when he arrived, Mr. Sims told him about what was happening, but that last kid went missing while he was there, and I think that it wasn't the nephew. I think it would have given it more gravitas had she been actually looking for her nephew as well.
I just couldn't decide because I was like, I racked my brain, like, what is the nephew's name? Like, did they say it? Like,
it was just what it was.
Everyone's just kind of like, it's like Tommy, like, everyone knows who Tommy is. But I guess that it's not that far fetched when it's a small town. So I guess I'll just
we've got to refocus that it's multiple kids missing from a small town. If it was like a big city kind of thing, like Black Phone, if we're going to compare it, missing kid movie to missing kid movie, that was happening in a big city, which is a little bit more even though it was like the suburban outskirts of a big city, especially in the like 70s 80s, that was kind of vibe that was going on. You don't go out. Remember it's 10 p.m. where are your children? Do you know where your children are? It was very that stranger danger, but this is the mirror side of that the danger was always in the town anyway. The danger comes from the people that you know, the people that you should trust.
Right.
Like the state trooper ex-boyfriend who you wouldn't trust anyway because he's a abuser and a creepist. But
no, he was quite obvious.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this whole like ball pit thing where Pam got snatched and pulled under, and Charlie was able to guide Billy to kill him with a box cutter. Oh, I have a big problem with box cutters ever since that second Clown in the Cornfield book. and every time I use one at work, I'm like, imagine getting stabbed with this. I'm just like, oh, I can't. But Billy does not come out unscathed as he is wounded, but then fatally shot by Max, the
scummy ex-boyfriend.
The scummy ex-boyfriend. And of course, Pam's very, very upset. Shockingly upset, some might say.
Yeah.
As the supernatural current passes from Billy to Pam. I was look, I'm not going to lie. I know that we are not supposed to, in this modern day, in reality, we're not supposed to romanticize killers and all that kind of thing. I was kind of sad to see like the end of Billy and Charlie's relationship. It did seem kind of a little bit wholesome, and he was like that goodbye scene especially when Billy was dying. He's like, I don't want to go, Charlie. It gave me big Avengers moments. Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. It was very
stop.
that.
You're gonna get me all upset.
But I was like, oh, okay, right.
If you can believe it, The most unbelievable thing about the movie for me was Billy and Pammy's relationship. If you think about it, they've only been together for 4 days.
Mhm.
4. Like, I understand, like, infatuation and
It's
whatever,
fresh
but
meat in a small town, you know.
I don't care. That's
oh,
no, just
she must have the bomb though. She got the bomb puss. She drives the boys crazy.
well, she's definitely freaky. Leave it on.
She is the Christmas. Yeah, she is the Christmas gift.
She
But
is. She's Christmas spirit.
as Pam regains consciousness, she supernaturally sees flashes of Max's past, showing her that he assisted the 2 Christmas trees growers in the abduction of the children. So the Snatcher is an organization, not just one person.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
The
this
nose.
is my favorite part.
That
was my
nose.
favorite part. Like, yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Live up to that name. Do it.
Yeah. She took him out and then quite literally takes him out with Billy's axe. And she got some good upper body strength, that Pam.
She got some good crazy eyes, let me tell you.
She's got the core, she's got the upper body strength. She cuts Max into tiny pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And as Max dies, she hears her own voice, the voice of Billy, asking if she's ready for this. As she grins, and the film ends. Now, as I said, this wasn't anything that had been hugely, promoted or anything that was totally expected, like on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying. Usually with these remakes, we get big announcements, we get big pushes behind it. Not so much. This one kind of snuck out, and I don't mind that it snuck out. It premiered at Fantastic Fest on September 21, just before the holidays, and then actually hit the cinemas December 12th. I mean, come on, what great timing. I was like, yay. A Christmas horror movie at Christmas? That never usually happens. It's Rotten Tomatoes is currently sitting at 77% though. Which is higher than I thought it would be.
Listen, I don't understand. I don't understand the way people rate movies these days, because supposedly people really liked Weapons too, and you and I both have very strong feelings about that movie. Very, very strong feelings about
I'm going to have a controversial opinion.
I'm ready for you.
This movie's better than Weapons.
Oh, 100%.
100%. I enjoyed this ride.
But it's still not good.
It's not a great movie. I enjoyed it. Like, I was not on board. We'll talk about giving it a rating out of 5 decapitated Nazi sluts. Out of 5. I'm going to go first. I never go first. I'm going to give this a solid 3.5. I enjoyed it that much. At the beginning, I wasn't sure. I didn't know about the voiceover thing because I thought it was just going to be a straight remake, and I thought that giving a voice to his psychosis was a bit naff and a bit too on the nose. But then to have the supernatural twist, I was like, oh, okay, I don't really enjoy that because I kind of have a little bit of problem with those kinds of movies sometimes as well. Like the modern, not that I didn't enjoy Happy Death Day, etc., but I'm kind of tired of that version of horror comedy. But this was very satirical, tongue-in-cheek. This movie at no point takes itself super seriously, but it still is able to deliver some tense scenes, an interesting story, taking from that original movie. That original movie was very serious, like wanting to be Halloween. That's what it was. And this was something completely different with the little intersections of comedy, especially the title cut. Like, as I said, kill Delphine turning to kill the Nazis and kill all Nazis. I was like, okay, I'm in. I will go with this ride now because I know what it is. And by the end of it, I was laughing. The movie finished and I smiled too. That's all I'm gonna say. And I messaged you straight away. I went, you have to go and see this movie. I need opinions on it. So 3 decapitated Nazi sluts out of 3. Out of 5 for me. 3.5, actually. Sorry, 3.5.
I was gonna say, I thought you were going 3.5. I'm going in the other direction.
I knew you would.
And I was originally going to go with 2, but I'm going to bump it up to 2.5 because I really enjoyed laughing at it. 2.5. I like that it's a nice tight, well, it's not exactly 90 minutes, but I'm going to assume that the film itself is about 90 minutes, and with credits and all that, it's 136.
It's like, it's in and out. Yeah.
It's fine. It's quick. When you've got some like this, you can't drag it out. And I like that it knows that. It knows, like, listen, if we're going to not take ourselves too seriously, if we're just going to go for this, got to keep it moving. And I like the pace of the movie. I like it's very pretty. It's so well shot. I mean,
well shot. Very, very good. Like,
there were
very
some
nice
really,
movie.
really beautiful shots. Like when Billy's walking down the hall with the Christmas trees to his grandfather's, that was a beautiful shot. I loved that. I love death to Nazis. I mean, who doesn't? I think
who doesn't? You're on the right side of history there.
You know what? That was deserved, and it was well done, and it was much needed in our times where it seems like we are glorifying those people.
Even the death of the guy, like, we didn't really go into Billy playing Santa Claus too much. That was I like that, and that was a big proponent of the last film. But the guy that played Santa Claus that everyone thought was this brilliant dude murdered his own wife. Like, I like that, I guess, cathartic nature, especially in this time where things are so divisive and you're like, do bad people ever really get punished? Well, with this Santa Claus, they do.
Yeah, I liked that. However, it just felt very. I don't love. Okay, let me think about how I'm going to say this. I like supernatural things, but I don't like that we have to have a supernatural element in every single movie.
I get that.
They could have leaned on the mental health thing because he did experience something very traumatic. Like, you could, that is definitely plausible. It is plausible to totally hear that guy's voice in your head for the rest of your life after witnessing a very gruesome end to your parents. Totally get it. I think the transfer of killers was super corny. Super, super corny. I do like the subtle nods to the original movies. I like the subtle nods to other horror movies. He's clearly a horror fan. I will always elevate other horror fans. Would I watch this again? Probably not. Even around this time. And I am the camp queen. I love bad movies. But this one, I think, was just not really my speed. And I guess maybe it's because I didn't like Dexter that much. Don't come for me.
Fair.
Do not come for me.
I actually probably would put this in the rotation. It doesn't demand a lot from you. I think thematically, it is very close to what we got with Krampus. These horrible people kind of getting their just desserts in a suburban, in a supposedly perfect suburban world.
I mean,
I'm down for that. So my Christmas spirit is at 0. So I'm down for that.
I mean, yes, I'd say it's probably in the similar comeuppance kind of thing. Yeah. But Krampus is just on a whole nother level. I mean, that is just.
Yeah, I'm just saying, thematically, for this time of the year, that's where my brain goes to.
I'm not going to put it in my rotation. It's kind of hard to dethrone Krampus and Die Hard, but, they tried. It was a good try. It was a good try.
Any additions, it's not really a holiday that gets a lot of horror attention in this day and age. That lots of action movies set at Christmas. that
Mhm.
David Harbour one and all that kind of shit. Like, whatever.
Mhm.
I like having. I like it, and they have left the door wide open for a Mrs. Claus sequel.
You know,
She-
I'd actually
I would
watch
see
that.
that.
I would
I would
actually see
see
that.
it.
Pam's got a
Pam's a badass.
she's
She's a
the
great actress.
she's the
Like,
right
I'll
amount of
go.
crazy to make that work. I would watch that.
Right, 100%. Well, that's how we can polish off our eggnog and tuck the presents under the tree for this year. That's our Christmas offering. But we do have to head back for some pizza real soon as well. So we'll be checking in with Freddy Fazbear very, very, very soon. And we are on the countdown, folks. There is horror coming in the new year. Now, before since our last review, it's been revealed that The Strangers Chapter 3 will be coming out February 6th. So we
I'm
will get
still gonna see it.
the wrap up. It's been a ride. If you haven't watched our Strangers reviews series now, check it out and join in, because we'll definitely review that. And then coming late February, I think, is the most anticipated horror movie, at least for the first part of next year, with Scream 7, which we will definitely be covering here at Uncensored Horror, because it's our baby. I'm
think
looking for everything I see. I'm kind of I've put myself on a strict no spoilers. I've unfollowed things. I
Mhm.
scroll past. I don't
Yep.
engage anything
Nope.
that has Scream 7 in the title. I will not be spoiled on this. I will see it the day it comes out, and I'll be ready to enjoy it. I'll probably go twice like I did last time.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid all Scream spoilers, because
Mhm.
so my most anticipated films are definitely Return to Silent Hill and Scream 7. And I am trying to avoid all sorts of spoilers for both of them, because I am just like a diehard fangirl of both. So I can't have these things ruined for me. It will ruin my 2026.
Yep. So we're going in. We're starting 2026 in strong with some sequels, and
Bangers.
of course there'll be some new stuff that pops up for us to talk about. There's going to be some horror on TV with Crystal Lake will be out by then. There's some good stuff coming, but if there's something you're looking forward to seeing or hearing about in 2026, let us know. But I think I always threaten it, but next year we're definitely going to have to check in on our neighbors on Elm Street as well. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, but I think it's time to knock on the door and sing the song, because we need a little bit of nostalgia. It can't always be new stuff. We love some old school. But until then, we hope you have a merry and creepy Christmas from everyone, all two of us, here at Uncensored Horror. We will see you in the new year, folks. Keep it creepy. Much love and Merry Christmas. Don't
Bye.
be naughty.